Hey there, my name is Andy and welcome to Namaste at Home Yoga. Today's practice is going to be a little bit of like an overall warm-up, I suppose. We're going to go for more of a Vinyasa style, so a few more flows in here, and ideally this is something that you could do to get things moving, get things warm, or maybe even as part of your full body warm-up before moving into a fitness session. So you can go ahead and start off here just by finding a comfortable cross-legged seat on your mat. If you like to use props or blocks, cushions, anything like that, just to extend your reach during your practice, just make sure you have those handy as well. And we'll just settle in for a few moments here, starting to tune into the body. Noticing where it is at today, not just in space, not just in time, but how the tissues are feeling. Taking a mental note if there are areas that have been a little stiff, a little sore, or anything that we might be really taking care of today. If you haven't already, I'll invite you to soften the gaze or allow the eyes to close as we welcome a little bit of stillness to the body. Maybe even some stillness to the mind, not necessarily keeping it entirely blank, but just having a more directed focus. Allowing a little bit more communication between the body and the brain. As we start to train that tuning into different areas, different muscle groups, limbs, even just where we are in space. Let's start to deepen that breath here. As you inhale, think about filling through the belly, fill through the chest. Exhaling, let the chest fall, let the belly fall. Inhaling, we fill the belly, fill the chest. Exhale, chest and belly. And if it's comfortable for you through this practice, I'll invite you to inhale and exhale mostly through the nose, supplementing with the mouth when we need it, but otherwise we will keep it sealed. If there's a focus you'd like to bring to mind today, now is a great time to really dial in on that. And we'll just start with a little bit of gentle movement here, softly opening the eyes. Go ahead and sweep the arms overhead with an inhale. Draw the elbows down to either side, shoulders down with your exhale. Inhale, we sweep up, open up. Exhale, drawing those elbows down. Let's find one more. Exhaling, pull down. And then bringing the right hand to the right side of the mat. Let's inhale, left fingertips high. Exhale, find a side bend. We're just going to hold this for a couple of breaths, but encouraging some openness through the left side of the body, and also starting to open up that chest towards the ceiling with each inhale. Using that next breath in to float back through center. Exhaling, we release, finding our second side. Inhale to reach. Exhaling, we start to fold. Creating that space with each breath in. And then making use of our exhales as well here, helping to bring the sit bones a little heavier. Bringing that chest a little bit more open to the sky. Inhaling to float back up through center. Go ahead and relax that down, finding our way into a tabletop. I always love incorporating a few cat-cows, so we'll get into those here. Inhaling, we drop the belly, lifting through head, chest, and hips. Exhaling, we press through hands and knees, rounding the spine. Inhale, belly drops, head, chest, hips rise.
Exhaling me round. Let's find one more just like that. We'll meet back in that neutral spine, neutral tabletop whenever you are done. Fantastic. Let's open up a bit more through the T-spine today, or through our mid-back. You can bring forearms down to the mat, right fingertips towards the right ear, and moving with our breath once more, we'll inhale to open up, lifting that right elbow towards the sky. Exhales bring us back through neutral. Two more on this side. We open up, inhale. Exhaling, lowering. Last one at your pace. Then making your way on to that second side. Same thing over here. Left fingertips find the left ear. And 3 times we'll inhale to lift to open. Exhaling, lowering back down to the mat. 2 more here. Really allowing the breath to guide our movements. You can release hands back to the mat once you're done. Send hips back towards the heels, taking a brief child's pose. Allowing hips to just get really heavy, maybe forehead melts to rest on the mat. Noticing how this posture feels and if we're able to really relax into it. If you find this nice and restful, I'll invite you to come back here whenever you need a change of pace. If there is another posture that maybe you would find more comfortable to settle in for a moment, if you need that break, please feel free to take that one instead or modify as you need to. Continuing with some activation here, let's inhale, float forward, find a kneeling plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhaling, we send hips back towards the heels. Again, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, send the hips back. Next inhale, we float forward. As you exhale, lower to a hover, half push-up here. Inhale, we float up. Exhaling, send it back. One more. Inhale, float forward. Exhaling, we lower. Inhale, rise. Exhaling back. Take the next couple of breaths to find your way into a downward dog. Maybe taking a moment to move things around a little bit. Do what you need to do to settle in, feel good in this inverted V posture. Allowing those hips to start to pull up and back. Find as much of a bend to the knees as you need. Maybe finding just a couple lifts and lowers of the feet to bring the heels nice and high, back down towards the mat wherever they happen to rest today. Next, inhale, float forward, find a high plank. Exhaling, we lower, modified flow, knees, chin and chest, find the mat. Inhale, draw the chest forward and up, small lift. Exhaling, come on back, downward dog. Fabulous. Right hand can start to reach through towards the outside edge of that left leg, wherever is available to reach today. Gaze can come under that left shoulder. Noticing where this starts to bring a little bit of space or where this challenges our stability. Our right hand can find the mat once more. Let's move through one more modified flow. Inhaling, we find our high plank. Exhale, we lower knees, chin and chest. Inhale, half lift. Finding our way back, downward dog. Evening out this stretch, left hand this time reaches across, finding the outside of the right leg. Still finding some of that inverted V shape wherever your body allows it to be today. Small turn of the gaze under the right shoulder over towards the side wall. And then gently releasing, hands find their way back to the mat. Let's move our way through either another modified flow if that is feeling great today. Otherwise, I will cue you through a full one. We'll take an inhale to shift forward, high plank. This time as we exhale, lower to a hover, elbows tight along the sides. Inhale draws us forward and up for up dog, thighs lifted, legs strong. Exhaling, bringing us back to a downward dog. Take a moment here either to stay in your downward dog for a few breaths, or find your way through one more full or modified flow. We'll meet back in that downward dog whenever you are done. No rush. Take your time. And then we'll slowly start to walk our feet up towards the top of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Feet can come to rest about hip width apart. Allowing the upper body to really just let go here. Maybe a bit of a bend to the knees. Let the head hang heavy. Arms releasing. And continuing to move, we'll start to roll up here, vertebrae by vertebrae, up to stand. Let's find a nice big opening breath in at the top here. Sweep the arms wide. Exhale, hands through center. Send the arms open, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a half lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, hands plant, step the feet back into your plank. Full or modified flow, your choice. We're exhaling to lower. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back to that downward dog. Send our right leg high, stepping between the hands. Left foot can find left heel, can find the mat parallel to the short edge, setting up for warrior two. We'll go ahead and float up, shoulder stacking over hips, settling in for a breath or so, feeling that strong pressure between both front and back feet. And then flipping the palms up so we can start to move with the breath here as we inhale, straightening through the front legs, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale to press down with the palms here. Find that deep lunge. Inhale, palms open up towards the sky. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we lower. Holding here. Let's drop the right elbow towards the right leg. Left arm sweeps up overhead. Nice long side angle. Reaching from the fingertips out through the outside edge of your left foot. Press strong through those feet. Find an inhale back to your warrior two. Exhale, windmill down, frame the foot. Pick that back heel up and we'll set up for a quick runner's lunge. Getting really high on the back toes. Send the arms back, lifting through the crown of the head. Grow tall. Fire up those legs. Really good pressure through the feet. Core is contained. Low ribs tucked in. As we exhale, go ahead and frame the foot. Leave your left hand planted. Right fingertips are going to open up towards the sky. Back knee can stay lifted or it can drop here if you choose. And exhale, find the mat, step back, downward dog. Bring it through a flow here, full or modified, your choice. Using that exhale to lower with control. Inhale to draw us up. And exhaling all the way back. Other side, left leg inhales high. Stepping between the hands. Right heel finds the mat, set up for that warrior two.
Windmilling arms up so shoulders can stack over hips. Got a couple of breaths to settle in here. Dialing in that pressure down through the feet, that lift through the upper body, through the crown of the head. And flipping our palms towards the sky, we'll move, inhaling, lift. Exhaling, we press, nice deep lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. One more, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, down we go. Challenge that depth. Feeling a bit of a lift through the pelvic floor. Draw that core in tight, tailbone points towards the earth. Left elbow this time finds the left leg, right fingertips sweeping overhead. Find that long, long line. So strong here. Allowing shoulders to sink away from the ears, even with that arm lifted. And ready, let's get strong through the legs. Inhale sweeps us up. Exhale, we windmill down. Lifting the back heel, set up for runner's lunge. High in your toes, let that crown reach forward. Upper body just gets nice and light, easier said than done, I'm well aware. Sweep the arms back, knife those shoulder blades together as palms point towards the earth or face the earth. Finding that slight lift through the upper body. So we find that really long line again, same as our extended side angle. From the crown of the head, all the way out that back heel. Beautiful. Exhaling, we frame the foot, right hand plants, left arm uses the breath, opens up past the leg, finding a little bit of a twist. Reaching those fingertips high and exhale to find the mat, step back, downward dog. Let's flow it out. Inhale forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, back we go. Got a couple of breaths here in our downward dog. And then add a bit of a bend to the knees if you need as we start to walk the hands back towards the feet, forward fold. Roll it up to stand once more. Find that nice big opening breath at the top. Sweep the arms wide. Exhale through center. And catch the hips. Let's start by shifting our weight over to the left foot. Draw right knee up towards the chest. Exhale, kick that leg away. Toes flex back towards your face. Keep that crown pulling tall. Toes light up towards the sky. Exhale, find a bend to that knee, but let's start to open it to the side now. Maybe challenging the balance more. You can use the hands to help guide it open if you need. And then think about still bringing the hips square so they're facing the front of your mat. We're finding that activation through the external edges of our hips. External rotators here. Leg is really engaged still. Toes are pulled back up. I'm giving you a million things to focus on. I know, I'm sorry. Let's draw that back in through center. Go ahead and take a step forward. Get high on your left toes. And let's start to hinge forward at the hips, finding your toppling tree. Might just get to a little lift today, bit of a hover. Or we continue to hinge at the hips. Really good pressure through that whole right foot. Flex those left toes. Slight internal rotation to help square up our hips. And then arms maybe go back alongside the body, similar to our runner's lunge. They may sweep overhead, or they stay on hips. I'll leave that up to you. Beautiful work. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release. Take a moment to reset. Big breath in. Sigh it out through the mouth. And moving through our second side, we shift that weight right. Left knee rises up towards the chest. And with an exhale, we kick it away. Growing tall here. Rooted through that right standing leg. Chest is still proud. Legs fired up. Next exhale brings a bend back to that knee, and then using the hands as a guide if you wish to help open that knee towards the sidewall. As far as it's available to today, keeping our hips pointed straight forward. If we found any tension in through the shoulders or upper back, see if we can relax that down and away as the crown grows taller. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale to release, step forward onto your left foot. High on the right toes, prepping for a toppling tree on the second side. Grow tall. Start to get light on your toes, strong in that core as we hinge. Arms are your choice. Maybe play around with them a little bit here. Make this one your own. Have some fun with it. See what feels good, what feels different. Finding that squareness of the hips by a slight internally rotating through the right foot, that raised leg. Rooted and strong through your left leg. Beautiful. We inhale to lift. Exhale, let that go. Sweep arms overhead, open up. Exhale through center. And opening up to either side here. Palms can face forward. Chest is proud. This is our mountain pose or Tadasana. Nice strong spot to end off on. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit more activated. Let's find a big breath in here. Fill up, bottom to top. Big sigh out the mouth, let it go. One more, fill it up. Let that go. With the arms, one more overhead, sweep it open. Same as before, exhale to cactus arms, elbows to either side. Beautiful. Hands can catch hips or find their way back through center. Hope you had some fun with this one. I sure did. And we'll see you again soon. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining.